after everything we've been through. It's finally time. We started this adventure barely bigger than an ant, surrounded by spiders, mosquitoes, and things that could kill us in seconds. We built bases, we fought bosses, and we got absolutely destroyed more times than I'd like to admit. But somehow, we made it this far. And now there's only one thing left to do: escape the backyard. Today we're taking on the final story missions in Grounded. As always, subscribe if you're new, and enjoy.
Who you are or how you came by this message, but please tell them I tried. Tell Trudy, Thor, my little Sarah. Tell the world. The sun is setting on our yard, and it brings back so many memories. Sitting in this chair, my favorite chair, my thinking chair. I fear this may be the last time I lay eyes on such a beautiful sight. I'm nearly out of time. My body shrivels more with each passing day. Even my scabby can barely fit on my bony wrist. The spacer, my greatest achievement, a disaster. The final chapter in the book of my many failures. Perhaps in solitude, free from my family, from Burgle, from Ominent, perhaps I can finally find a cure to this damnable reasoning. So, this will be my last adventure into the miniature world. I leave the warmth of the sun and embrace the unknown. I'll either find the answer or shrivel in the darkness below. To my lab underneath the shed. This is Dr. Wendell Tully, signing off. Goodbye. Working in the dark is playing tricks on my mind. I fear every shadow, hear whispers in the silence. But most of all, I miss my family.
Whoa. Nothing to be scared of, Max. Just a cold, musty wasteland of terror and death. A really tiny one. Not that that helps me now.
I'm gonna have nightmares about this place for the rest of my life. I just know it.
Okay, Allie. Don't think about it. Just keep moving forward. Just move fast.
Imagine getting trapped down here forever.
Thought in my head, lost this card. Send it because I was trapped down here.
Raw science storage of this magnitude is tricky. It's imperative to keep it cool and out of the sun. Luckily, this crawl space is the perfect environment for both. Once the lab is complete, I can begin my trials of direct raw science infusion. I must know whether this byproduct particle originates from the subject or the process, as I originally assumed. The only way to know for sure is to infuse myself with, variable doses. Dangerous? Quite. But it must be done, or I am doomed. If I can replenish these rogue particles in my body, perhaps I can finally reverse this raisinification.
Took us a good 30 minutes to get through that whole
Taking
area,
a look.
and then we saw this thing and we were ready for round 2.
I need an antidote.
Crap! Behind
Sick. Really sick.
Not feeling good at all. I'm pretty sure I'm poisoned or something funny.
I can't go!
Defeat. Failure. Countless infusions.
Wow. That is
Countless
a lot of raw science.
migraines.
Look at this nerd pad. Dr. Tully's gotta be here.
Oh, great. Another science lab.
This place better be my ticket to getting back home.
Project Mant is nearing completion. The first good news in as long as I can remember. Perhaps my previous failures have all led to this point. Vendepunkt, my defining moment. This new body will allow me to continue my research. I've created a super scientist. My checklist is complete. Consciousness transfer procedures will now begin. What's this? Brainwave functions are spiking. Impossible! Ah! Blasted hominin tech! Turn it off! Turn it off! Note to self. Check soldering on the relay diodes of the neural displacer. Again. Yes, again.
Oh, hell no. I'll fight giant bugs all week long, but I draw the line at scary-ass man-bug monsters.
You're a real man at principle,
but you and your eminent paymasters will never get their hands on the embiggening cocktail. I'll take that secret to my grave. To my grave! The watched becomes the watcher.
What? No! How can this be? Where is the override? You're not who I expected. I thought you were agents of Ominent. Come for me at last. Am I okay? Am I okay? No one has asked about my feelings for so long. Am I? No. Oh, what have I done? It may have been Schmechter and his corporate goons that pulled the switch, but it is still my invention to think that you have been caught up in all of this. Your children. Oh, what has become of me? Threatening death to children. But also, well, that's fair. I have no doubt terrible things have brought you here. Terrible. I never meant to hurt anyone. Speaking of forgiveness, please excuse my shriveled appearance.
Taking a look
This
around.
blasted rage
Gonna have a look around.
has taken its toll on my body. My support pod is the only thing keeping me from drying out completely. When the raising became too much, I realized I had to find a cure before it was too late. I hid here, away from the eyes. So many prying eyes. Ominent has always wanted to steal my work. They would never admit its worth and greatness, and yet they would always take it. Especially Schmechter. I have made many mistakes in my life. Countless, really. But one that I will never make again is to allow my discoveries to fall into the hands of that. If I must die for it, so be it. Like the grape set out in the sun, the body shrivels, withers, desiccates, becoming a husk of what was once a living being. In essence, what you see here before you, in all its unholy glory, the withered man. As you can see, my body has withered away. I created the Mant to be used as a temporary body so that I could continue my work. But I never imagined the insect's instincts would remain, let alone gain sentience. I lost control almost immediately. As always, my greatest successes are followed by the greatest failures. Wendell Tully, husband, father, scientist. He succeeded only in the end. Well, if you will allow me to check your scabby. You've been in the yard for months. You should be well raisined by now. Nothing in my research has shown that there is any immunity to it, and yet here you are. Perhaps it is that your youthful bodies are more resistant than others. Likely, this is why Ominent was experimenting on children to begin with. Which means, did Schmechter find a cure? Damn! As much as I loathe the man, I must admit that Schmechter is brilliant in his own way, though his methods can be quite distasteful. We cannot rule out the possibility that he has done it. Could that mean there is hope for me? Home. Oh, yes, of course. The process is not difficult. You will simply need to brew an embiggening cocktail at the Java-Matic machine. The embiggening process is extremely taxing on living subjects.
You'll need enough nutrients and proteins to survive the expansion to your original size. We use the embiggening cell to regulate this expansion by way of the secret cocktail. The ingredients in the cocktail, like the keratin in toenails, fortify the skeletal structure as it grows. Unfortunately, there is this small issue of overexpansion. If the subject grows too quickly, they are prone to overexpansion, or in layman's terms, to counter this, sustained infusions of carbon dioxide gas must be added to the mixture. Fortunately, I found a secret ingredient that works perfectly in this grilled science. Grilled science! Raw science represents the essence of ingenuity, but thrown over the coals of fire, it is tempered by flame, tamed by Burgle's spatula, and emerges as something greater, plump and juicy. Grilled science. It reminds me of the barbecues we once had in our backyard. Oh, Trudy, Sarah. The last of the grilled science is in the refrigerated storage room over there. Are you ready to go? We'll need some grilled science. Are you ready to go?
I have limits.
Good.
Or,
Good.
I guess I thought I
Then we
did.
have everything we need to proceed. I promise I will get you home. I may have failed my own children, but I will not fail you. Oh, from the mouths of babes. Yes, you may be right. It might not be too late for me. But what is most important is getting you home. We need to head to the Java-Matic machine in the upper yard. There we can blend the embiggening cocktail needed to run the spacer safely. I'm opening the back door for you. I will follow close.
Watch it. Speedy coming through.
The mixture seems right. Well done. Perhaps you could get a job.
Back in the game.
That was great.
Like a whole lot of angry bugs around the way.
Can't waste food. Can't waste food. Feeling refreshed. Heads up! Big bad insect!
Taking a look.
A wave of insects is incoming!
Guess I thought.
Ready or not, here they come!
I have words, I guess?
Big bug inbound!
study hall right about now.
That's a big insect incoming!
Prepare to repel insects!
There's a big insect incoming!
The point's taking damage!
I think we've done it! Though the situation did seem rather precarious for a moment there. Wonderful work, though. You would make an excellent lab assistant. When you're a little older, of course. Now, we just need to grab the embiggening cell before the orcs return. How do you like that, Director Spectre? Excellent. Cell integrity appears nominal. You might be the best assistant I've ever had. But don't tell Virgil that. He's just looking for an excuse to use that grilling function. Anyway, back to the spacer. Maybe we can get you home before dinner. Are you ready to get out of here?
And with a flash, that was the end of the tiny adventure of a lifetime. At least that's what the local papers called it. It's hard to believe how much has happened since then. Pete, Max, Willow, and Hoops tried to tell everyone what had happened, but without evidence, no one believed them. No, instead, people heralded Ominent's amazing new invention, a shrinking machine, and everyone learned the name of the one behind it all, Director Dalton Schmechter. It didn't end there. The world found out about me, about the Raisening, and I had to disappear and hide away, which meant all I could do was watch as Schmechter took credit for everything that I had achieved. The kids tried to get back to their normal lives as best they could. Burgle has been keeping an eye on them in my stead, joining their science and robotics club. They made him the mascot, but they didn't tell him that part. I can't help thinking that there was more I could have done with my time in the yard. That said, I have my wife, my family, and I can continue my research, such that it is trying to make the most of what little time that I have remaining.
And that was Grounded Part 1. We are starting Grounded Part 2 like tomorrow, I think. So be ready for that when it drops for you guys. We're probably going to come back, try and maybe get 100% because 75 is pretty bad. So be ready for all that.